Hello everyone, my name is Poonam Lade and today I am going to present a topic on international human resource management. As in previous some years, human resource management is only to do a work of recruiting and hiring the employees. But nowadays, human resource management is are functioning of very much of functions are being done into the consideration of HRM, so that it is a very hectic and crucial job which has been done by the HR team. It is not specified only to the recruitment and hiring. It is to the training and development, compensations, benefits to the employees, performance appraisals, and also if the organization is multi international working or multi-dimensional, or he has globally invested with the other countries, then the international human resource management is also a many much important for an home country HR team. So we will discuss the topic on human resource management to the international level and how it will be can helpful to us. Now, first of all, the definition of IHRM, that is International Human Resource Management, is a term comprising of HR practices involved in managing a global workforce or management of human skills. International human resources professionals are responsible for the following within a multinational corporation: that talent management, including recruitments, expatriation and repatriation. Expatriation means the employees who are going to stay in the foreign countries with their families, or alone also, so who are exporting from our home country to the foreign. And repatriation means who are the employees who are coming from the foreign to our home country and do the work for our organization. It means as a expatriation and repatriation. Training and development, that is the main function which is being conducted by the IHRM. If the training is not given properly to the employees, then the work will affect and the goals of the organization will not be accomplished. Compensations and benefits, this is also a main task for the HR team that has to be handled properly. And compensations, whatever the wages and what the actual amount should be given for which post and which skills, is to be decided by the IHRM. Objectives, that is recruiting and retaining the staff, training and developing the staff in both hard and soft skills, that is cross cultural. If they are internationally working, then training the employees as per the language cultures, because the culture in India is very different as per the foreign also. If we are locating in US, then the time slots is also different. Compliance with international laws, the legal and proceedings. In IHRM, the pestle analysis is also done, as they are politically, economically, technologically, legally, environmentally, socially are challenging, facing the very much challenges. So the IHRM is also doing a pestle analysis for their organizations before conducting or recruiting the employees also. Need, why why we have to do IHRM, then it needs expertise, that who are the employees who are shifting from the home country to the host countries. Globalization, at an international orientation, effectively utilize of services of people at both corporate office and for the foreign plants also. That's why we need a IHRM. These are the features of HRM. It's a pervasive process, continuous process, service functions, regulation with friendly, interdisciplinary and fast changing, focused on results, people centered, human research philosophies, integrated concept, team spirits. These are the characteristics of human resource management. It recruits, HRM recruits, tests and interviews, communicates with top managements, arrange trainings to the employees, evaluate the performance, what the performance has been done in past and what is the present and what will be the goal and what will be the target should be done in future, is also decided by the HRM. It exists the interviews, collects various suggestions from the employees and other departments, feedbacks collections, suggestions has been given, and also suggestions has been taken into considerations by the HR team from the employees and from the management levels also. It arranges meetings, various workshops, go downs, hygienes, precautions, whatever the necessities of the employees is there. Their HR team is available to do the job for their arrangements, give us specifications to the employee and what the job is described and what is the specifications is given to the employees. Then job enrichments, develop relationship between laborers and management. There are a very crucial and hectic relationship between the management and the employees, so the relationship is to be maintained by the employees and by the management, and the work is to be done in a peaceful manner and goal should be accomplished. This the task is handled by the HR team also. As it is the task decided, then what are the components the HRM is handles is human resource plannings, the main function, training and development, job and work design, staffing the employees at a proper job, that is the right people at a right job at a right time and with the right amount, and with the right amount of wages to be paid to the employee. This is the main task of HRM. Compensation and rewards, organization improvement. Nowadays the organization improvement decisions and suggestions is also given by the HR team. Employee protection and representation, performance appraisal and reviews. As there are many performance appraisal methods in traditionals, there is a ranking method, grading methods, checklist methods. In modern days there are the methods of 360-degree appraisals, performance feedbacks. These are the methods which has been taken into consideration in HR team or international HRM, which has to be given rewards properly at a time on the achievements of performance and the goals of the employee, so that the employee will get motivated and do a work very enthusiastically for the future also. Cultural dimensions, there are some procure, allocate and utilize. This is the main cultural dimensions in which HR is planning, hiring, training, remunerations. And in international levels, employees has to be maintained as per the parent country or whatever the culture is there in their international countries should be maintained, and the other countries should also sources for the labor of finance, whatever the amount should be paid to the employee should be in their means as per the regulations. Whatever the minimum wages paid to our country, that is in India, it should be also in the other foreign countries also. The rules and regulations and the minimum payment of wages act, whatever the rules, it has to be taken into consideration by the international human resource management of the organizations. International staffing, it is a very challenging function because we cannot find easily a right set of people for the right organization or for the plant. And if there the employee has been taken for the employee has been recruited in the organization, then there should be a cultural differences, cultural dimensions like language problems, timing issues. There is a day night slots changes in our countries. So these are the major things that has to be considered. International staffing is also difficult because there are operations, complexity in staffs and many skills. What are the skills are had been in home country is will be very different and difficult in host countries. Then cost which are being paid can be, it be major cost can be considered. Cost of finding in international employees and hiring the person is very often in or high also. So demands are overing regarding to the careful dimensions and considerations regarding to the selection is very difficult. This is the Hofstede's cultural dimension theory. As the culture distinguishes from home country to host country, then this is the theory which has to be consideration by considered by the HR teams. Power distance index, in which the political things has to be discussed. Individualism versus collectivism, where the work individually or teamwork has been done. Uncertainty avoidance means we have to be ready for the uncertainties whatever can be occurred in the future. Masculinity versus femininity, there are very cultures means some are very feminine like nursing nature type employees are there, or there are some type of powerful type of work is going on. Their orientation should be short term or long term. short term should be done for the 1 year of period, whatever the target has been set, or for long term we are deciding at least for 5 years of long term period. Then indulgence or versus restraint, we are restraining the situation or we are involving and taking an initiative action, is also depend on the cultural dimension theories. This is the selection process of HRM, that is human resource. That is, first we are taking a initial screening who are the applied for the job. Then we are taking it is minimum qualification is has in the resume or not. Then yes, then we will apply or reject the application. This is the process regarding to the selection. Selection decisions is done on the basis of individual and situations in country to country. Cross cultural suitability and language is also considered. Technical ability and family requirements is also be taken into the consideration. These are the selection decision which has to be taken into the international human resource management. There are four approaches of IHRM: ethnocentric, polycentric, geocentric, regionocentric. There are ethnocentric, polycentric means sometimes we have to change the concept or change the name of the product, and then we have to sell in the other countries. This is the some approaches we have to take into the consideration and do the analysis according to these approaches. There are some advantages and disadvantages of the human resource management, as there are some many advantages but also there are many disadvantages regarding to it, because it is international HRM. We are getting very costly setups. Recent origin is not getting available easily. Unpredictable situations cannot be predicted as per the host country. Insufficient information can be get. These are the disadvantages. As I conclude my presentation in the word, as per that human resource management is a complex process and has managed effectively by an organization, and the company needs to take appropriate approaches and strategies to manage the human resources. Like there is a German, I have given a example of German market. Thank you so much.